All right, guys, welcome to the show. Every Thursday, I go live on YouTube. Welcome. And thanks again for all the new subscribers. If you guys join this or watch this later, I want to thank you guys so much for being part of the show. I have comments every week from you guys. Try to get to them each and every week, each and every day that I try when you guys message me. So just want to give shout outs to all the new ones, newcomers. Trying to get a Michigan guy on here for Ohio State Michigan game coming up here in the next couple weeks. It's coming around right around the corner. Ohio State football is almost over with. We're going to get to that. This is the trivia question, the sports trivia, Throwback Thursday on this day in sports history, November 3rd, 1989, I believe it was. I was only 5 years old. I did the math in my head real quick. I was only 5 years old when this event happened and took place. It is coming out of the Cincinnati Reds organization. And we're going to go ahead and try to get to this question. Just pop it on the screen real quick, then we'll get to it. So Lou Piniella, the old school Lou Piniella, I think he's still coaching. I'm not sure. But Lou Piniella replaced this man as the manager of the Cincinnati Reds due to illegal gambling. I had this on LinkedIn. I had four options, a multiple choice question, and there has been a lot of like different. There was one. Each person. There was one person that's done different ones. Jack McKeon, I think I picked one. There was Leland or something like that, and then there's another one that I picked as a multiple choice, and then it's this one. Pete Rose. Pete Rose was 77% on LinkedIn, around 77%, the voters' choice, and Pete Rose is the answer of the trivia question on Throwback Thursday on this day in sports history, November 3rd, 1989. Lou Piniella took over as the head manager of the Cincinnati Reds. I bet you didn't know that one. Unless you're from Cincinnati and around here in the local Southwest Ohio region, you would know it. But other than that, you wouldn't. So Pete Rose, born April 14th. That's my mother's birthday. Hi, Mom. April 14th, 1941. He is 81 years old. He was born in Cincinnati, Ohio. So Cincinnati native and played for the Cincinnati Reds. Nicknamed Charlie Hustle. One of my dad's favorite players all time was Pete Rose. Johnny Bench and Pete Rose were my dad's favorite players in baseball. But he liked the Dodgers. Go figure. I don't understand. But anyways, so we're going to talk a little bit about Pete Rose right now. His record shows to be the only player in Major League history. I'm reading this right here, so I'm trying to read it up here so that way you don't look at catching me reading it. So his record shows him to be the only player in Major League history to play more than 500 games at 5 different positions. 500 games, 5 different positions in each position. 500 games in each position. So starting with he was a first baseman 939 times at first base. Second base, he's played 628 times. Third base, 634 times. Left field, 671 times. And right field, 595 times. All around Major League Baseball player, can play it all, can do it all. And he just hustled. It's weird the way he makes my back and my knees hurt if you watch him actually bat and is at bat. Whew, that's tough. Then he holds some records as well. Let's get to this. He holds the Major League Baseball record for number of games played, 3,562. But I believe the hits record was beaten by Ichiro Suzuki out of Japan when he played for the Seattle Mariners. And I think he went somewhere else with the Yankees or something like that. But Ichiro Suzuki, I think, beat out Pete Rose's all-time hit record, I believe. If not, I really think I think he did. But 4,256 stood for a very long time in baseball. Didn't think anybody was going to come close to that, and Ichiro Suzuki did. 17-time All-Star, National League All-Star. He is the first person. We're going to talk something about this real quick. So he's the first person since 1943 to be banned for life from baseball. Fun fact, Grandpa, I've met him. He used to go to Lebanon Raceway before the game. These Dayton Raceway and actually, fun fact, I worked there for a little bit. Dayton Raceway and the Hollywood Casino down in Monroe. So I worked both those places, but he was also in Lebanon Raceway. He does harness racing, I think thoroughbred racing as well, and he always did betting on that at the track. And I saw him and with my grandpa, Wes, back when Grandpa had harness races and horses. So that was really cool. Fun fact of the day: he got banned for life from baseball on this day in sports history in 1989, and I met the guy, and Grandpa knows him. So in your face. I'm just playing. So he was the first person that got banned from 1943. And I was just thinking when I was writing all this and researching all this, some of you fans out there to be like, well, who was banned in 1943? So Pete Rose was banned since 1943 from the Major League Baseball, banned for life, by the way, from Major League Baseball since 1943. And I'm thinking, who was banned in 1943? Glad you asked. And I'm glad I asked. So William Cox from the Philadelphia Phillies, he was the manager for the Philadelphia Phillies back in 1943, and he betted on his own team. And he said, quote, he did not know the rules, end quote. So that's what he gave the answer to the Major League Baseball people and all that stuff. That's what he said. So William Cox, there's actually a lot of players that got banned for life for baseball. There's a lot on there. I didn't know that, so I looked it up too and researched it. There's quite a bit. You might want to look that up. Do a little research. There's probably over 50 or so plus people that's actually got banned for life in baseball. Anyways, Pete Rose, Charlie Hustle, love you guys. God bless. Tip the waitress. And if you're playing for a baseball or major league team, don't bet on them. Just to let you know.